And we got a cupcake.
You want a pour to go with your cupcake?
Irish whiskey. I would say Irish because we're having an Irish cupcake.
Oh, good call.
Right? It makes sense.
Well, shit, you know what? Girl, I got you.
21? You grabbed the 21? Shit. All right. And we haven't even really started talking about what our top 3 of 2023 could be. But if I had to go top 3 right off the cuff, like in no particular order, honestly, but just because the top 2 for me are so amazing: the Stag Junior, the Weller Antique 107, and the Bookers.
That's a 3 solid pick.
That's super solid. And like a runner up, like right after that, it'd be that Breckenridge PX cask.
That's pretty good.
For me, dude, it's
speaking of
so
PX
good.
cask, I'm seeing the Redbreast PX everywhere.
Everywhere? Is it all, what was it, 120? 120? Is it 120 everywhere?
I seen it. No. Total Wine, which most of their prices are pretty reasonable. Total Wine was 164.
64. I swear at the Snug it was like 120 something.
It was.
And I bet if it goes up, maybe we could talk to Mike and have him bring it back down a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially if we stick around for his
I killed my 12-year Redbreast, so now I only have 2 on the shelf, the cask strength and the 21-year.
Shit.
I need another Redbreast on the shelf.
Yeah.
And the PX would be a great addition.
It really would, because like what is it? Pedro Ximenez or something like that.
Something like that.
Like he's. I mean, the first time we had a PX cask, it was with that Breckenridge, like we were talking about, and holy hot damn, like the dude knows what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but he's a master blender, and in ways that I'll never understand. He has a nose that actually works. Fuck, man, that 21.
God damn.
That's proof. That's oak.
Ooh.
That's
yeah, I forget, what is the proof on this?
That's what is that? That shortbread. I think it's got shortbread.
Very much so.
Not so much sourdough. But
that green apple.
Green apple. Yeah, that's the thing with Irish whiskeys. For whatever reason, they usually have a green apple kind of taste.
That's a 92 proof.
Where are we at here? Let's get it over here in your light bulb. Yep, 92 proof. 46% alcohol, 92 proof. Triple distilled and matured in the finest oak casks.
All the Redbreasts are triple distilled. I think most
Irish whiskeys are triple distilled.
Yeah.
Like Tullamore Dew, 12-foot beard, 2 gingers, I think.
I'm excited. I just got this bottle in earlier this week. So future episode, but
yes, this one exciting.
Powers has a handful of different offerings, but
this offering's unique because
it is. You know,
I've not seen one like this.
This diamond shaped label, I see it everywhere.
Do you?
You know, I knew it's an Irish whiskey. Mm-hmm. I've never paid much attention to it till just recently when I ordered this. And I have not found another Irish rye.
Right. I've never heard of Irish rye until you picked that one up. You sent me a picture of it, and I was like, holy goddamn, I've never even heard of that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, this is, again, triple distilled.
If we wanted to split our Irish night into 2 separate nights,
so that
would have to be included.
This is triple distilled.
Yeah.
100% Irish rye mash.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of everything that they put in Irish whiskey plus rye, or is it just Irish rye?
It's
It's a whole different
I'm reading that as
recipe.
The mash is 100% Irish rye. Because that's what it says, 100% Irish rye mash. Product of Ireland.
Oh, 100% Irish rye mash. Okay.
Nothing else. It's just rye.
It's going to be hot. Well, maybe not hot, but spicy.
Well, let's see.
Spicy.
This is, I might have to have you, 43.2%. That is 86.4 proof. So that's not, that rye is going to make up the difference.
I hope.
So.
With all of my darkened heart.
Very, very looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, today up at Total Wine, they have Powers on the shelf, which I've seen time and time again.
Did they have that one?
They did not have this one, and so I paid attention. The one on the shelf had an orange diamond, and it's just their straight Irish whiskey.
Okay.
And so this one's green. I just thought, well, it's Irish whiskey. It's green. Duh. Green, Irish.
Irish makes sense.
But no, it's green because it's
rye.
It's Irish rye.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one. I hope. I really, really hope.
I really hope so too. I mean, if it's trash, we're going to talk about it being trash. We've had 2 so far that have been trash, and I really hope that's not going to be trash. I have my doubts. I think it's going to be A-OK. Much like this Redbreast 21.
This Redbreast 21 is A-OK.
It's A-OK. I remember the box that it came in with all of its... It had like a mystery magnet closure on it.
And what we have in front of us.
What we have here is a delightful treat that Miss Katie made for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Which, as of this recording, wasn't that far away.
She she makes this every year.
Tell us about what's in this thing.
I'm not mad about that. So this is an Irish car bomb cupcake. And those who know what an Irish car bomb comprises of.
It's usually a drinking mistake, but it's the best mistake ever. It's not the best mistake ever. That would be my children.
So
you get it.
So the cake in this,
the cake part,
is made with Jameson Guinness extra stout. Inside the cupcake, because it's been hollowed out,
right about there.
Yep. There is a chocolate ganache that's made with Jameson. Mm-hmm. And then the icing is just not your... It's not your standard vanilla ice.
Vanilla buttercream.
It is made with Bailey's. So you got Bailey's, Jameson, and Guinness.
And who doesn't like Bailey's? If you don't like Bailey's, leave us a comment. Talk mad shit. Send us an email. We'll be glad to read it on air and laugh at you. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. Before we brought them down, she was like, "Oh, they're okay. They're a couple days old." Yeah. She just downplays the shit out of everything.
She does.
Miss Katie, you got to be more confident.
So these cupcakes...
You're incredible at your baking stuffs.
Straight out of the oven, the ganache is nice and soft and just... You bite into it and it just melts. Mm-hmm.
It pretty much does that anyway right now. Because
of all the cream and whatnot, we put them in the fridge so that they last a little longer.
Yeah.
And because they were living in the fridge, that ganache gets a little bit...
Living in the fridge.
It's
alive! It's alive! It's alive!
The ganache gets a little bit more solid. And, but, I mean...
I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
Are you mad at it? Better not be, motherfuckers. This is good stuff. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful.
I ain't driving, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, please, have another pour.
Enjoy.
Your house, your rules. So tasty. So tasty.
So before we get out of here, let's talk about these.
Yeah, a little inside baseball and or upcoming. Well, I'll just start over here from left to right. We got Oceans aged at sea, or Jefferson's. I'm sorry, Jefferson's Ocean aged at sea rye. I got this for Christmas. It's already got dust on it because I got it and I brought it over here almost immediately. Definitely looking forward to checking that out. We've had the Jefferson's Ocean before on the podcast and at a show we had at Grinders back in was that 2022?
I think so.
Yeah, 2022, and we tried it before we had our set, but it was hours before we had our set.
In trouble on that one.
Connie got in trouble?
Kind of.
Well, we'll talk about that after we're done. And we also have Union Horse, which has this lovely box that if you grab it, the top comes off, and you could absolutely, because this is a heavy bottle, and if you go grabbing this thing from the top, it'll just slip right out, and you'll have yourself a scary, heart-thumping experience. Swearing, oh my God, I almost dropped this bottle. But this is Union Horse.
I love their bottles because they are just like full on squared off.
Yeah, they're
beautiful bottles.
Simple.
Look at that color.
Yeah, super dark. It's it's a straight rye whiskey.
This is their first age statement rye whiskey.
Yeah, and it's distilled, aged, and bottled by Union Horse Distilling in Lenexa, Kansas, which is right next door to where we are right now. So this is no AGP. Not that AGP is a bad thing, but there's no AGP. Super local. So they probably got that limestone water that we have here, which is not New York or Tennessee limestone water.
And it's their first tenure.
This was barreled in October 2013. The bottle number is
bottled in 2013. So yeah,
it's barreled in 2013.
Barreled in 2013, bottled in 2023.
2023. Yep. This is bottle number 391 of 500. Limited release. It's got a super cool box that it just slides in. Even if you have this on a shelf next to an open window, like a liquor store / gas station in Blue Springs, Missouri, you won't have to worry about it ruining the spirit by keeping it up there in the window.
Union Horse has been a distillery that they've been around for a minute or two, and I've tried theirs a couple times, and I've even for when Katie and I got married, Tim, Faith's husband, actually officiated our wedding.
Oh, very cool, very cool.
And as a thank you, I don't remember which offering from Union Horse, but I gifted him a bottle from Union Horse. I think it might have been one of their single malts.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I doubt it was anything like this. This is a Legacy series release.
Yeah, so
limited.
Previous Union Horse offerings I've tried, my assessment of it was this is a very green whiskey.
Okay.
This is their very first 10-year aged.
Yeah, that won't
whiskey.
Be green. That won't be green at all.
I'm very excited because this is a local distillery.
Yeah.
That they've now been established for a minute or two. Mm-hmm. They now have been around long enough that they can actually produce and put out a 10-year offering,
which is very cool.
And so, seeing that this was their first 10-year release, I had to have it.
Yeah.
And seeing that this was a rye got me excited with it.
Podcast or not,
and I thought,
if you're a whiskey bourbon enthusiast, and you see something, and you're a fan of supporting local business,
right.
This is fucking where it's at. Is this one here local? The High and Wicked? That is not.
It is not.
What do you know off the top of your head about High and Wicked?
So High and Wicked has a variety of offerings. This one in particular, one of our favorite places, the Whiskey Snug up in Weston.
Yeah.
this was a recent barrel pick.
Yeah, it
so
says
we went up
single
there.
barrel. The mash bill is 91% rye, 9% malt. So that's
91% rye.
91% rye, dude. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking delicious.
What's the proof on that?
The proof down here.
Single barrel and it's proof strength, so it is.
So it's 115, 57.5% alcohol. Let's see here. Where does it begin? Where does it end? Stills, all copper column and doubler, aged in new toasted white oak number 4 char for 5 years. Oak barrels, non-chill filtered. I'm a fan of that. Some cloudiness may occur. So, and this is clear.
It looks pretty clear to me.
I see that might be a bubble or two. I don't know. I don't think that's sediment. But yeah, this is super clear. This is not cloudy at all. So yeah, the High and Wicked single barrel Kentucky straight rye whiskey. It's a snug store pick, and we're definitely looking forward to that. And then last but certainly not least,
and the Snug,
the Michter's,
The Snug knows their whiskeys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I am expecting that a store pick from the Snug is going to be a good pick.
Yeah, they know their whiskeys. They have 100 whiskeys or more ready to go. You know, hey, I want to try a pour
1,100
of the 1,100.
1,100.
So yeah, we walked in there. They had
Mike was awesome.
What was the Bib and Tucker? They had a Bib and Tucker. We tried almost immediately. It was like extra oaked. We had and we probably already talked about this, so some of this may be a little redundant. But we tried they had a same old Moses that we hadn't tried yet, that I hadn't seen. It wasn't in Guthrie or Tulsa, Oklahoma when I was down there. So yeah, they had that too. We tried that. It was wild as far as flavors go. Definitely check them out. Same old Moses is not the same old thing. They've got lots of different flavors to it. But yeah, they've got 100 different. They've got 1,100 different bottles for you to check out. You can get a single pour if you want. But last and certainly not least, the single barrel straight rye whiskey from Michter's. We've talked about we've done Michter's on the podcast
we've done
a couple
the
of
bourbon,
times,
and we've done the sour mash.
Was either one of them this US one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or were they both? I don't know what the US one thing is about, but I know we haven't tried the rye.
The US one is their standard offering designation. So
okay.
So they're bourbon, sour mash, American whiskey, and rye are all US 1.
Okay.
Versus the US 10, which is their 10-year bourbon or rye.
Okay.
And then they also have the 20-year bourbon.
So US 10 is going to be a minimum of 10 years.
It is a 10-year.
Okay, it is the 10-year.
Yep.
And so US 1 doesn't mean it's 1 year. Like
Not at all.
For a bourbon, and a bourbon cannot have colorants, cannot have additives of any kind. Truman Reserve. But this is so dark. There's a 0% chance. Yeah, it's got a bit of a punt to it, doesn't it?
That's a huge punt.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the punt in a while, but the punt is that divot in the bottom of a bottle. Like if you see a wine bottle, it's got a divot in the bottom. You're like, what the fuck? Are they trying to screw me out of stuff? No, it actually helps with the aging process as far as its life in the bottle goes. But
so this is the first Michter's rye that I have owned.
Okay.
This is
but
actually
it's not the first thing you've tried?
It's the very first rye that I've bought.
Okay.
But last summer when I was in Louisville, I did the Michter's tour.
Okay.
And part of the tour and the tasting, I got to taste it on there, and it was amazing.
Was it the US one?
Yes, it was this one.
Okay. It was amazing then.
It was fantastic.
All right.
And according to the neck tag that's on this is the 2023 most admired whiskey in the world.
Most admired. It's not the best.
According to what does it say? Drinks International?
Yeah, Drinks International.
So, there you go.
Yep.
We shall see.
We shall see what we will see.
I am a fan, so...
Yeah, right.
I tend to believe.
I'm a fan of the Michter's as well. And I've seen it at Oh, that liquor store over there by Gus's Fried Chicken, and down there in Kansas City. I forgot what the name of the liquor store is now, but yeah, I saw like almost an almost full panel of all of everything that Michter's has to offer, and I was like, oh my god!
So
are
I
these
was
good prices because I was thinking about getting one of those. I ended up getting something else.
So I was in at Total Wine today, and they had an entire end cap of Michter's.
Okay.
Michter's. I've always pronounced it Michter's, but I think most people pronounce it Michter's.
Yeah, I've started to pronounce it Michter's because of the Michter's YouTube videos and all that stuff. Like if you work at the distillery, you probably know how to pronounce the name. So that's why I call it Michter's.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you call it Michter's, I'm not going to sit here and correct you every time.
And they had a great price for it. It was $45.
$45 for a more than likely mighty fine single fucking barrel Kentucky straight rye.
So Michter's, everything they do is small batch or single barrel. Mm-hmm. Their small batch is 20 barrels, 20 to 22 barrels.
That's really small.
It's
I mean, if you got, what is it, 120, 150, something like that, bottles per barrel? Or maybe I'm off on that. I might be off on that.
180 to 190.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to all 4 of these bad boys. And these are all going to be single episodes. We don't have 2 different Union horses, 2 different Jeffersons, so on and so forth.
I think also
we're definitely going to try all of them out, and I'm looking forward to them. So
that'll be fun.
Keep a lookout for that, and stay tuned on savortheburn.com. You'll get to see all of these probably by the time this episode or this episode comes out. This bonus comes out. You'll probably see at least some of these in the liquor cabinet. It's a drop down menu, and you can kind of go from there. Yeah. You'll see it. And do you have anything else to add?
I like it.
He's fucking. I like it too.
What's there not to like?
What's there not to like? It was a delicious cupcake.
Right.
Thank you, Miss Katie. We got things to look forward to in the future. We have things that we've tried recently.
We revisit our 21 Redbreast.
Man, that empty, the nose on the empty is right. What the fuck? Like, how is an empty glass? That smells so damn good.
That's apple. That is cake. That's like birthday cake.
Yeah, birthday cake, pretty much. Yeah.
Little bit of
with the sugary sprinkles in there.
Vanilla.
Yep. Oh, so good, so good. Find yourself a bottle of the Redbreast 21. Get it. Tell us what you think about it.
Do it.
But until then, no matter what you're eating, what you're drinking, who you're drinking it with, never forget, dear listener, dear viewer, dear Savor the Burner, never forget, keep on burning.